unfortunate way the Wolves, and I'll come back leading the pack, because the team I was on in terms of us being the Wolf Pack, we ended up beating them and winning that $1 million tournament.
My team is myself, Karma, Scump, and Crim6.
We have like 4 of the best Call of Duty players.
The in-game leader, he goes over and gives the most advice.
Scump will be the guy who's just always throwing a joke in there, like just to like lighten up the mood. And Karma's just the guy who, when you know he's talking, it's something serious.
Then you have Formal, who's our AR. We go at each other's necks a little bit online. We're gonna fight, we're gonna butt heads, we're gonna have arguments. We're not gonna agree all the time.
Whenever there is a tense argument going on, I'm usually the guy that's like, what not to do this year. There's no way that we're going to have to happen again.
B-drop. Slasher was in the action too. He's able to get one. The drone still down. What a heat wave coming in from Karma. Can they make the play?
Guys, I am so ready to see this.
They get it for a second, but he's by himself. He's getting picked from both.
Let's see who's gonna win at the Pro Series.
So all this time, all he's done is at least keep them pinned.
Slasher has gone on an unbelievable seven streak in their base. There's still a scythe in play. The specialists most definitely are not dead. Coming around that corner, looking fierce, 8 seconds and counting. He keeps him safe. He locked it down. Nelson, the bodyguard, is going to scoop it up and make it to 7. That is an astounding round. One to remember.
The heat wave gets hit. What a perfect use of that specialist. He stops the dunk from coming in. That is definitely a play to keep in mind. Classic with Afterburner. One player to beat, though, that's wall running as well. He turns around, passes it to his teammate.
No
Mooney moving over the drone. He's got overdrive. He's going for the dunk. Is he going to float on in? Oh, that was so anticlimactic. The story of my life as he uses
we got a score. It doesn't matter. Yes! The greatest upset play ever.
Like they should be able to at least put a 2-point play
have an
on the board
opportunity here.
Yeah, they have an
Someone
opportunity.
Has to get back.
And he's got kinetic as well, so they have an opportunity to actually make this happen. You see the drone get into the hands of Optic. Slasher picks up, not able to toss it for yards though. It's actually good.
They got this. I think they have a chance. He's got to toss it. Turn around. You got to run. 6 seconds left. They should be able to get the dunk in there. Tie game. Optic Gaming. 3 seconds left. We've got OT.
Try and get a pick here. Nogman's going to toss in a nade, try and get a hit marker, but I don't think they have any idea spaces in that corner.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Look how confident he is. Really? He flies in, tries to no-scope one. He watches his teammate drop. Is he going to be able to connect with his thing? There it is. Aqua, man on a mission right now. He buys a second. He's a maniac. He should be alive in the first place. And then he soars in one. Woo! Aqua, you filthy, filthy man.
My mom supported me for most of my gaming career, and my dad didn't really start supporting me until I won the COD Champs. He also wanted me to keep my grades up, do my homework, study for tests. He just wanted what's best for me, like any parents would. But now they're like full-fledged into it. They have Twitter, and they watch all my videos on YouTube. Everything, they're just very supportive now. I took a semester off college because I just knew I was going to be doing a lot of traveling. It would have just been really tough to keep up in school and to like be the best player I could be for my team. I'm a submachine gun player, so I'm always like in your face, running at people, do the objective, cover my teammates if they need cover, or just go to the lane that's open. Call of Duty 4, when I first started playing, I placed top 8 my first event. I started my first live stream when people came to watch.
I'm ready to see this, bro. It'd be so hype when they play.
A bunch of them, they're always tweeting us, congratulating us. I'm just gonna keep writing it out, keep doing my absolute best. I don't think I have a personal biggest rival, but since we're on FaZe, probably Optic Gaming, because last year FaZe won an event and then Optic won 3. Clayster, myself, Replays, and JCap were on Denial. We beat Optic at Call of Duty Championships and won that tournament. And then Optic won the next 2 tournaments. And then when we formed our new team with myself, Zuma, Enable, and Clayster, we beat Optic 3 times on LAN, and they haven't beat us yet on LAN. So it's really fun when we play them. They're probably probably the best team in the game. Always love hanging out with them, but when we're in game, we're rivals. We just gotta play each other, and it's always really fun.
Yeah, when you update it, it's gonna be like when you go to multiplayer, it's gonna be up there at the top left corner, where everything says featured or whatever, and it's gonna be right up there. So just update your game, and it should be up there at the top left corner.
Eventually, if you're
He is really good. That one.
Just from playing video games, they come up and say, "Hey, dude, I'm a big fan. Like, I appreciate what you do." And yeah, I think it's cool that someone wants me to write sharp on a piece of paper because I play video games.
Sharp TK is really good.
Right out of high school, I was traveling a lot. We were going to like London. We went to Germany and stuff like that.
I am so freaking hyped.
My family is like, "Why can't you hang out?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm doing this. I got to play in this tournament." They've been to some of my tournaments. They usually watch all of them online. You know, my mom will sit there and watch my stream sometimes when I'm playing, so it's nice to have a supportive family. My brothers, they think it's pretty crazy. There was a tournament in Columbus they all went to, and they all had mullet wigs on because my whole thing is like mullet nation because I'm from Kentucky, so they were all rocking mullet wigs, screaming in the crowd. So it was pretty cool to see them out there. I think my team this year can go as far as any other team can go. I think we're one of the best teams. Black Ops 2 was Team Caliber's best game as an organization, so I think Black Ops 3 would just be the same thing.
And we're back. The North American Call of Duty Pro Division, the Call of Duty World League, Match 3, our final match of the night. Some scheduling changes for today will be Optic Gaming versus Luminosity, but first, so a quick look back at what we've seen so far today. Biggest surprises from our first two matches tonight?
I think probably Rise winning that Search and Destroy. That's at least the biggest surprise I've seen so far tonight. I mean, the first series really went as expected. You know, Clayster jumping off the map, FaZe taking to 3-0. Really everything we probably could have predicted. Aside from that second map, I mean, we saw some crazy shenanigans when it came down to that uplink and CTF. Definitely both great games. But I definitely did not think Elevate would win the hardpoint or that Rise would win the Search and Destroy.
What's kind of funny is the two really toss-ups for us in regards to we didn't know what to think, and the uplink and the CTF were both down to the wire close, down to the final seconds. Obviously, the uplink goes into overtime. That game 4 was really run by that overdrive specialist ability, literally run because of what Looney could do for his team. Now, though, we head into our final match of the night. Let's quickly talk about these two teams, right? Because we'll get more in depth with the players and stuff, but Luminosity, they played Optic Gaming in the 25K this past week. I believe Optic Gaming's only hardpoint loss weekend.
Optic Gaming is in.
Like, it was like 250. Like,
Except aside from, or how you say it, aside from
immediately I saw
FaZe Clan.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna be taking over the next game, and Formal just was lights out for really the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, kind of got Formal angry, and that's when things began.
FaZe Clan, Optic, Red, and what is the other clan called?
I was sick.
I forgot, but all of them is really good.
One thing I noticed was Crim6 got that energy back. You heard Scump talk about it all the time, how he's the main kind of energy bringer to this Optic Gaming team. He's the one that always has the team ready to go. But we heard Crim yelling, getting his emotion involved. How much does that transform you as a player when you are just so invested into the game at that moment?
I know. You've seen some clips on me on YouTube of me getting hyped. So I definitely think there's some kind of benefit from one player just, you know, having high energy, high momentum. And, you know, I love playing with players like that. You know, somebody like Sender who's always kind of like high morale. I think the big thing is making sure that you're staying positive as well. You know, you never want to be, you know, spreading negative energy to your teammates. It's not going to really help anything. So staying positive, staying high energy, definitely great things to bring to a team.
Now, obviously, this Luminosity team, we've seen times where they perform very well, but they're kind of one of those middle-of-the-pack teams right now that need to get these wins. From top to bottom, the team is pretty solid, but the two stand out the most are John and Saints. John, a player that his submachine gun role so far in Black Ops 3 has been absolutely dirty. What is it about this guy that just continues to help him perform so well in Black Ops 3?
He sits in the hardpoint and he wins his gunfights. Really as simple as that. He averages the most time in Hill out of any other player. And also, consistently, you see him drop 30-plus kills. A lead slayer for this Luminosity team. He gets those high-impact kills that you need to win games.
Now, when talking more about this Luminosity team, because you say he sits in the Hill so much, right? You also have the likes of Replays, who his main job in basically every Call of Duty I've seen from him is to sit in that hard point. How's that relationship gone for those two players? Do you feel sometimes that they're almost stepping on each other's toes?
Not at all. I feel like Replays is kind of moving back to like sort of like an assault rifle role. So he's playing a bit more on the outside of the hard point. I think maybe kind of John and Spacely kind of need to work a little bit better in tandem. And you know how many times we watch this Luminosity squad play and we're like, wow, we need to see a big game out of Spacely. We need, you know, Spacely to, you know, step up big time for his team. And, you know, sometimes he's been able to answer the call, but other times, you know, he's a pretty quiet player.
Yeah, Spacely, a guy that was one of the players who used glitch the most. Now, kind of shied away from it a little bit at times. Now, in almost every S&D we see, a glitch is available, especially with the likes of FaZe. What do you think has changed so much that we've now seen glitch be used more and more in the Search and Destroy game mode?
I think you're changing the wave, Jack. People are seeing the plays you've been making with glitch, and you're changing everybody's mind. But, you know, players, they're starting to practice a bit more, as you're saying. They're kind of getting used to the timings, you know, where they could glitch back towards, you know, how that kind of distancing, you know, works. And, you know, they're making it a bit more consistent. Also, they're using it in a more consistent fashion, you know, as bait.
I think that's a big thing, too, using it as bait, right? You have someone who goes to slide in. You go to be the first one to check. You force the guy out to try to engage in that gunfight. You glitch out. Your teammate is there to pick up the kill. Pretty cool stuff. It's a very flashy specialist. You know, playing the other night, Karma was on my team, decided to rock Gravity Spikes in hardpoint. I'm still waiting for Gravity Spikes to make a return. Purifier, though, I feel like is the better in the up-close and personal category right now, though.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I don't think we'll see Gravity Spikes used too often, although, you know, I have seen it used in some ANZ as well as European matches. In fact, we're seeing our first use of Rejack over on the secondary stream, here in North America at least.
Yeah, I know they were talking about it. I didn't actually get to see if they had to do like if that actually went through, if there was like he missed his draft or something, but that's pretty cool stuff. I believe, who was it, Nameless, that wound up grabbing it for his team?
I didn't hear who was using it. I just heard them freaking out because somebody used Rejack.
Well, Maven just freaks out about a lot of things, I think, at all times.
Maven freaks out that he's still alive when he wakes up in the morning.
Wow, that was a roast for everybody at home.
Maven's been coming hard at me lately. I got to fire some shots back.
That's true. He said some pretty mean, like just mean things, not even like funny. Like he felt bad. But then you're such a spiteful person that you still like don't forgive him after like 3 weeks of it happening.
Yeah, I don't forgive. I don't forget.
Well, one thing you definitely won't forget is this Optic Gaming roster. 4 players who really are just one of a kind in each of their roles. Optic Gaming, from top to bottom, it's like a birthday cake with everything you ever want inside of it, right? You got your
That's
ice
a
cream.
really good way of describing this roster.
Is it? I mean, look, it's just they're fierce-looking people. The front one, though, the guy in the front, that Captain Scump, as Maven yells and makes my ears almost explode. Scump is a guy who is going to be going up against John throughout this entire series. It's why we wanted to highlight him as well as John. The submachine gun battles are going to be real interesting to watch, Revan. In this one, John, you're going to need to match that aggressive sub-style of Scump if you guys want any chance at winning.
I think, yeah, John has to find a way to match what Scumpy can provide on the map. You know, the kind of presence Scumpy has on the map. You know, whenever Scumpy's alive, it's like you're worrying about him. I've played against them many times, and, you know, I'm constantly looking at the score. I'm like, oh, God, Scumpy's alive. We got to find him. We got to take him out. Find a way to shut him down.
Well, one thing to point out, we do have a sub in right now for Luminosity. Spacely, not available at the moment, so Assault is playing in his place on this team. Obviously, not something that you think would maybe help the roster, but you never know if he can step up. For all we know,
he's got to fill into what Spacely brings to the table.
Yeah, this is his opportunity, and he's going to tee up and go absolutely off. We'll have to see. To kick things off, though, already a stock protect in the start of this one. Assault will ban out that flat early on.
Everything going well for Optic Gaming. Really, everything they wanted has been banned out so far. Even the overclock going their way. Replays.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I think everything kind of has been covered here. Maybe he goes after something like Kinetic Armor.
I was going to say Kinetic, too. Try to ban out Scump a little bit. Optic, we're joking about that.
Yeah, good luck.
They were joking about that, right, where they said in that finals of the 25K, they said, look, they tried to ban out Scump there. We'll see if Kinetic Armor is enough. That was a look at your ban and protect. Nothing too crazy going down. Teams continuing to make sure Scump can't use that Kinetic Armor at hard point.
All right, so now we're moving into the specialist draft. You see Saints go after that active camo. Now, Assault, not a player I've seen play all too much, but if there's one thing he can maybe do, or at least contribute a little bit more to this team than Spacey can, might be in that slaying department. You know, if he's able to, you know, find some more kills around the map, you know, help out John inside the hardpoint, that's exactly what he needs to do. But he's going to be using the scythe here. I think that alludes to how he's going to play.
You know, something funny to kind of look at is Killa filled in for Optic Gaming. Next week, boom, he's on a league team.
Huh.
Assault, you fill in. Maybe you make a name for yourself to push forward into getting an elite spot when, obviously, Stage 2 comes around, because rosters are locked at this point. But nothing too surprising there through the Banner Protect and Specialist drafts. This is our final matchup of the night if you are just tuning in. The live event viewer, I've had a ton of people tweet us, showing us how they're watching.
As much as I would have liked.
You haven't had as much as you would have liked?
No, I want to see more people using that in-game viewer.
Revin,
Send me some more pics.
I don't know how else to tell you this, but people just like sending me stuff because I send happy faces back.
You know?
You don't even like their tweets, bro.
I like the bunch of tweets.
Good. You're getting used to it. Revin, at the start of the COD World League, he's beginning to grow as a person, right? Week 1 begins. He doesn't like tweets. He's never liked a tweet on Twitter.
You're going on another one of your rants, man.
He's never made pasta before, right?
Listen, I used to live at home. I had Mama Revin make me pasta whenever I wanted it. I had no reason to learn how to.
Tweet me right now, no matter how old you are. Tell me, if you're 15, have you cooked yourself pasta before? Because Revin was 22 and he didn't. But now you have. Now you're learning. Now you like tweets. It's good to see. You're growing as a person. You're expanding your horizons. One thing you all need to do, though, at home, send us your thoughts. Last week, Luminosity lost 2 Game 5s when they led 5-2.
Yeah, they did.
Do you think that happens to them again here against Optic Gaming?
No, because I don't think it goes to Game 5.
Yeah. It ends before that? It ends before that?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure. I think Optic Gaming will take this one, especially with Spacely not being there for his lineup at the moment.
Optic have just been dominating. I mean, they won back-to-back 25K tournaments.
Yep.
They've been looking good in their league matches. I mean, everybody seems to be struggling against them whenever they match up.
Oh, for sure. And that's no surprise there. It's quite well known throughout the community just how strong these guys are as a team, especially in the online World League and those Challenger Division tournaments that we've seen across the weekends. Another one coming up this weekend. I think we'll be casting it for having some fun. So I've casted the last 2. More action to come. Call of Duty day in and day out. It's one of my favorite parts of this job. Revin, Fringe Hardpoint is the map. We talked about, Hill 3 in that first series of how important it is. Let's talk about Tin, though. Let's talk about that second Hardpoint. It's one that Optic, at times, it's been one of their weaker hills because, they struggle to get that pinch and they struggle to get the break. What do Luminosity have to do to lock down that hard point to try to get some time against Optic?
Well, it depends. Kind of at the beginning when the hard point first pops up, I'd say within the first 25 seconds of the overall time, you want to be controlling barn side.
Yeah.
Because then you could flood in, you could control bricks easily, you can flood in from back alley as well. But as time kind of progresses inside the hard point, you really want to push through 10 and try to gain position over near Grandma's, of course. But I want to start this off with Assault. He's going to be the sub for Luminosity. Really got to see what he...
Getting the first second on the board. That might be their only lead they have this entire game, as Optic Gaming are a fierce hardpoint squad. They're now in the hardpoint.
In LG?
I plead the fifth.
Just so you know, Jack, it's okay.
I don't in this game mode. I think that this one is just an Optic Gaming game mode from start to finish. Yes, Luminosity did beat them in this past weekend, but Fringe Hardpoint especially is just... It spells a recipe for disaster.
It's funny that the question was kind of about Luminosity, losing big leads in Search and Destroy. You remember when they were up 5-1 against Optic on Fringe Search and Destroy, and they let that slip through their fingers?
Apparently they like to do that. Fringe, they like to go up, and then they like to kind of throw it all away, Luminosity.
Kind of the opposite of Complexity, where Complexity like to go down, then they like to give it up when they make the comeback.
Well, here we go into... This second hardpoint. Optic are in early control, spawning out near Grandma's. Our Luminosity, they're going to try to flood on through 10 to regain control of this hill.
Yeah, Scumpy trying to say
I think that the other team won't win. What's it called?
Now he's able
Luminosity. I think Luminosity probably won't win because Optic is a really good gaming clan, but in my opinion, I'm just saying, like, they can all make mistakes.
We were tied 2-2 in a game.
I could be wrong,
series. Final game,
Luminosity might come back.
Use the AR because he was using a sub the whole time. Uses the AR.
Maybe Luminosity or Luminosity might win.
Karma's a player where you let him do whatever he wants to do.
I feel like you can't say no to him.
But my money's on Optic Gaming though, because they are one of the
Yes, we have to.
Teams.
Like, you just have to say yes.
Besides
There's no saying no to
FaZe,
Karma. It shows in his gameplay. Optic Gaming after a 30-second lead and growing.
Clans that I like.
As Luminosity, hey, they're in a
What
position
about you?
to try to
Who are
hold
you
down this
going
Granny's
for?
hard
You
point.
going for Luminosity
See what they
or
can get done as
Optic?
Formally gets a peek over this cardboard wall.
Yeah, definitely one of the money hard points on this map. Let's switch over to Saints. He's going to be doing some damage inside the hard point as John right now slaying on the outside of the Saints. Really just looking for somebody to kill. Right now it's going to be Optic Gaming set up to break over near the anchor position. It's going to be replays along with Assault.
Optic's got 57.
On top of each
Luminosity's got 40.
shots from Assault. Don't think he can
Catching
with
up.
a single burst there as he gets taken down.
Hey, you know, he had two players to shoot at.
Kind of the auto
He
aim
split the
messing with him,
uprights.
yeah.
He split the uprights. There's the break from Optic. Replays, though, still inside the hard point with that MR6 pistol. He's one of the players that definitely has a very
really
strong
catching that right now.
trigger finger.
Really
with that
close.
weapon, Karma using that heat wave to his advantage to get the kill off the rotation with 20
not
seconds
really.
left
It's
on this
not
top
that
Granny's
close.
hard point. You got to expect Optic to close this one out. Does Scump have stock
Wait,
on it?
which
I do believe
one's
so, as that's
Optic
more dead again for
or
Luminosity.
Luminosity?
Yeah, maybe he's using stock.
This
That's
Luminosity
definitely
seems
something
that
we're seeing
they're
a lot
really
more from
good.
Players just kind of experimenting with different attachments on their SMGs, and Scump gets
That-
it done
well,
with any
that's
weapon as he
Optic
picks
now
up the
they're
enemy,
showing.
finds the kill, as now we're moving hard points over towards the
I
train
know,
tracks.
I seen
He's
one
got
of
the
the
pure party
Luminosity's
here, but he's gonna lead
teams,
him with the
and they
H60.
seemed
If
like
he
they
gets
was
cleaned up
doing
from
really
behind,
good.
that should be enough info for his team to say, hey, watch your back. That, as I believe, replays, you try to go for that big flank.
Look, you see how you see the scoreboard though for Optic. Optic is just
He's leading the lobby right
destroying
now at 15 kills. Scump with already a minute and 16 seconds inside the hard point, playing such a heavy objective mode right now.
Optic's got this.
No, anytime you match up against Optic Gaming, you need to find a way to not have a bad game, and it's tough because they're such a slay-heavy team.
Yeah.
You need to find a way to just kind of combat it. And right now we're just not seeing that from
You
Luminosity.
see that?
Replays is struggling
Dang.
at 7 and 15. Assault is -4. Saints is almost
Optic
even
is
at
tearing them
-1.
out,
John
bro.
is -4 as well. So, you know, we're talking about how John and Saints were such good slayers, but nobody positive from this Luminosity squad.
Optic Gaming, positive 20 in the slaying department. They've doubled the score of Luminosity. Exactly really what you expect of them in this game number
Optic
1.
Scump, man, that dude
That's
is
why they're
awesome.
probably
He's
the
going
best hard point
freaking.
team
Is it 15
in
and
the
9
world.
now?
On the rotation towards middle map, you've got Saints inside the hard point as Luminosity have early control. He's going to have to push out, though, towards Elwall to bring the action right to Optic Gaming.
Saints in a position to find some kills, but he gets cleaned up. Optic Gaming, man, you see every time they go to break a hard point, every time they go to push, they do it together as a team.
Oh,
They're
that just got to
watching
purify.
every
He
other's
might
back.
tear him up
If
now.
somebody gets in some trouble, they're
Maybe
there
not.
to help him out and help him clean up the kill.
Crim6 now trying to just bait himself out for his teammates to get those kills. And look, in the kill feed, it's 3 in a row. On the full flank, there was one player from Luminosity. Crim should be cleaned up. Yes, that is replaced once again.
Optics
Trying to catch
aiming
his
is
opponents off guard. It's
OP.
working out
Like,
so far. It's Formal 14 and 8. The only player that still has yet to die in double-digit numbers so far this game. He does have the sight. Does he bring it out here? It doesn't appear so. Beautiful job breaking that hard point, and he just continues to surge on through. Now we saw a crazy 8-kill streak he went on this map back over that 25K. So many people were saying, you know, his map awareness is just unparalleled. No one is better than him, and it shows.
He's
he knows
so
exactly
aware of
where
like
to look.
the spawns and where the other team can push from. But the one thing I love most about Formal's game is all the different camos he uses on his gun, man.
Is that really the number one thing?
Number one thing.
Is this the Nuketown? I think this is the Nuketown camo. As Formal will stay alive inside tin, he'll push it out with the HC. Everything going right for Optic Gaming at the moment. There's really nothing too much else to talk about because it is just such a one-sided game right now. Optic are still up by 70 seconds.
Listen, man, on a map like Fringe, no lead is safe.
That's true. That is true. But as Formal loses that
what in
close
the world he keeps like he's putting it up too high and it's like it's not killing him or
maybe
something.
extended mags there.
It's kind of like go lower.
I didn't get a chance to see how he decides to use it.
Just a little bit lower.
Actually, that's a good point.
That would actually kill them.
Maybe for rails. I have no idea.
Maybe towards the end of rails, maybe middle hard point. I can't think of exactly when because I wasn't looking at the.
They
kill
got a
feed. I didn't see
long time to
many
catch
clear
up.
fire kills, but replay says his available. You think now's about the time where they want to push through. But listen, when you're in this situation, it's so tempting to push through auto, but it's too late to do it, right? You got to expect the other team's going to be watching you. You're forced through such a narrow doorway that it really is not worth the time. You're worth just kind of rotating back, pushing through middle map, pushing all the way through.
If it was me, I'd
be
be trying to catch
as
up.
opposed to pushing through auto and just wasting your life.
I stay in that
on
spawn.
Assault to take down Scump off the power position on White Truck, but unfortunately for him though, you got Crim6 in the hard point with an AR.
They're just straight up,
continuing to
they're
peek out towards
murdering
middle
them,
street.
bro. Like,
Karma and
for
Scump
real.
having a battle right now for who can get the most kills in the game. Scump currently at 28-16. There he does lose to the heat wave of John. Optic still out to a 70-second lead at the moment, and it just seems like Optic Gaming have like one or two more players, right?
I don't know what it's about the VMP. The VMP is a really good gun, but like sometimes it kind of sucks.
They just teleport there?
They collided on the hard point together. I mean, like I was saying before, the teamwork of Optic Gaming is some of the best you will ever see in Call of Duty. They always seem to be on the same page with whatever's going to happen. And you see that reflected in their communication. Like, if you ever watch them while they're scrimming, like, their communication is probably better than, you know, I'd say 95% of the teams out there.
I think a lot of people underestimate, too, what Formal brings to this team communication-wise. I mean, we've seen he's the one that's not afraid to make decisions and also tell his team, guys, calm down, regain composure, stop worrying about what happened, stop talking about
He's the one
game.
singing Drake to them?
Yeah, exactly. He's the one kind of...
Yeah, Optic Gaming's got this. They got him by
right now,
a lot.
Scuff watching Little Room. He gets that HC. He's already got 2 minutes.
Almost about to win anyway.
Kills this
was it like 250 points, I think?
But
what
it does not matter. Scump is
Can we rename Little Room to Marvin?
It was 250 points, I think.
To 107, beautiful movement from Karma, showing
So,
why.
they're almost done.
He's always regarded as one of the best in regards to the movement. Same thing in Advanced Warfare. I mean, Revan, this has just been a one-sided game from start to finish.
It's really just because of the slang. Once again, Saints, the only one close to being positive from Luminosity, and he's at -3.
Oh, they're trying to catch up.
Yeah, it's Optic Gaming are currently positive 34 now in the slaying department. Positive
34 and 20, dang.
By 100 seconds. Luminosity, they're doing what they can to stay in this game, but Crimsix.
Oh yeah, Face got a pro team.
Karma's about to have 40. Karma's inching closer and closer to 40 kills, as you mentioned. Optic making it look easy to kick things off in their first matchup of week 8.
I think they already played though, because they was just talking about it, and this is like the last match. So I think they already played.
He needs to have control over map. Like he's always in a power position. You know, wherever he is. Like it seems like he just kind of spawns there.
Well, as this game continues to push on through, you've got Formal sitting, watching his top grandmas. Karma does get a second kill as well. Formal's going to push right for that hard point. Again, the selfless play of Optic.
Oh, dude, I got Nuketown now, so if you want to play, like, do 1v1 on Nuketown, we can.
Is close to or over the amount of score of the top player on the Luminosity team. Crimsix just firing down shots. So many players.
I just recently re-downloaded it
now because, you know, they feel, hey, it keeps the burst a little bit closer, makes you a little bit more accurate, a higher chance of the one versus players kind of have theorized.
Yeah,
dude, that Purifier is OP, so...
Take out the Purifier here, just to kind of zone out these LG players as he burns Saints alive. They're looking to close out the game on this hard point. It's going to be Crimsix with Camo to follow up. He takes down replays, and now he's in a good position to zone out these LG players from coming close inside the hard point.
There's one. There's two with the help of his teammate. Expect him to use his AT momentarily. Yep. There it goes. He's going to kill the player inside 10 with it. There it goes.
What is that? Quality?
Quality. I mean,
auto detect.
Should be able to close it out here with 30 seconds remaining. They've got 3 inside the hard point. Formal is rotated already just in case.
Hold up.
GG Optic Gaming take it in dominant fashion. 250 to 134.
Karma with 45.
Karma positive 12. Positive 9 from Formal. Positive 5 from Crimson.
I put it on the best graphics, so it should be better, I think.
Positive 40 from Optic Gaming.
You know, whenever you're dropping those types of numbers,
you're never going to lose. You're not going to lose.
It's, unless you kind of disregard the hard point entirely and let the just kill everybody else in the team aside from the player inside the hill. That's really the only way you can lose when dropping numbers like that.
That is definitely the truth. 40 deaths from John. We talked about the battle of him and Scump. Scump near 40 kills, 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the hard point, 9 defense, almost 2,000 score.
If you go 40 kills, you have to be
Optic Gaming, man, they are
try hard.
When it comes to hard point. I think for sure you kind of throw them up at the top. I mean, sure they have the best stats as well to back it up, but #1 hard point team in the game. You know, can you really disagree with a statement like that?
They lead in all 6 major slaying categories. We'll once again take a look at the scoreboard to see really where things broke down. You gotta love how Scump will just play the objective, right? He just sits in the hard point, he gets it done. Almost 3 minutes of objective time. That's not the first time we've seen that from Scump in the World League.
No, not at all. And, you know, you'll see it from Crimsix as well. He's not afraid to jump inside the hard point. But, you know, Karma, 45 and 33. Scump was about to drop 40 if you give him 5 more seconds on the map.
Yep. Nutty. Absolutely nutty. As we look back to some of the highlight moments from that last game, it all started with, you know, take a look at Assault, how he did on this team. What did you think of him in that first game, Revan?
I don't really think they needed like another assault rifle.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're kind of filling in for Spacely, Spacely brings a very heavy objective presence to your team. And, you know, I mean, sure, you got John. He does average the most time out of anybody inside the hard point, but, you know, you do...
Yeah, unfortunate. should be able to get back in here hopefully soon, as we are getting ready to join up into the next lobby. Optic Gaming will be heading over to S&D on evac to see if they can go up 2-0 in this best of 5. I mean, right there, though, from start to finish, I kind of made the joke that, like, that 1-0 lead would be the only lead they hold that game from Luminosity.
I can't do that 40, maybe in Black Ops 2. Yeah, I think you have to go try hard to get 40. I've got, like, I think I got, like, 20, no, yeah. I think I got like 27 one game, or 27 or 30 maybe. I don't think I've ever got 40. I think I'm gonna have to like camp and like go try hard. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it depends on your play style.
And how demoralizing is it when like your submachine gun player is getting napped by an AR of their sub player?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's rough and it's very tough to kind of match up against because
I can't even like I played Black Ops 2 this morning or whenever it was, I forgot, but I suck at Black Ops 2 multiplayer now because I haven't played multiplayer on there in a little while.
Like you're just able to immediately adapt to what's going wrong with your gameplay and just immediately fix it. Right, so let's say Formal's kind of struggling with the assault rifle positional. He's like, all right, guys, you know, I'm just not finding success right now with my AR. My positioning's kind of off. You get, hey, Scumpy, just switch roles with me. And like that, boom. Now you have a very solid assault rifle player as well as a very solid submachine gun player. It's like nothing ever changed.
It's like the best stream you could ever ask for, right? Like, did you ever have that scenario when you were teaming?
No.
No? So you jealous that you never got to experience that?
Well, I mean, I have played with, you know, a bunch of these players, you know, against or, you know, with, like, I used to team with Karma, so I have had players, you know, around me that have been able to run both roles, but not everybody on the team like that. So, yeah I'm a little jealous because, you know, this is clearly a championship caliber team.
Oh, they proved it, especially in Advanced Warfare, I believe, winning 9 major championships throughout that game.
Get mods.
For the final players to get in here, and it does look like Spacely will be making it.
I don't know about all that.
He has joined up into the lobby, so Assault's CWL career ends up the
I was pretty good though without mods when I used to play it a lot, but now I suck. So
they didn't need another slow AR player. Optic were more than fine with having another AR player to face.
Right, so you kind of have struggle. You know, Replays has been practicing all this time with the assault rifle.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now we don't have Spacely. Do I go back to a SMG? Because you know, our sub, you know, he runs the assault rifle, so it's kind of like messing up all the different pacing and everything we're practicing. But we're moving into the ban and protects for evac, search, and destroy. I expect to maybe see Afterburner get targeted here, but it's going to be the Shiva first thing to go for the side of Luminosity.
Immediately banned out was the Shiva. Then the Overclock. You know, we saw the Afterburner was heavily contested last time this map was played in the last series. Will that be something that players kind of target again?
Maybe. Overclock goes, there goes Flashbang, maybe Concussions to follow up. And it seems like, you know, the Shiva and Flashbang, you kind of expect Optic Gaming to be the ones to ban that out. But instead, it's going to be Luminosity. So everything's still going in favor of Optic. Even Formal's kind of like, well, I was going to ban the Flashbang. I guess I'll go after the Concussion.
Yeah, that works for me as they kind of continue to go on through. High Caliber banned. You expect maybe Rapid Fire to get banned again. Do they leave Kinetic in this time for Scump? I don't know. As Luminosity, you kind of go, how do I do this?
I think you got to do something different.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of going into the last ban. This would be the perfect place to do it because Optic Gaming wouldn't be able to respond, you know?
Yeah, nothing too surprising as of yet. Final 2 bans are up between Saints and Scump.
What do you go after? Overkill?
Overkill, okay, and the HC. I feel like there's no lose there for Optic.
Yeah, I think they're perfectly fine with everything they're getting banned out. So now we're moving into the specialist draft. Heatwave gets picked up by Karma. Probably Kinetic will get picked up by Scum. Definitely going to see Camo. I mean, everything you could wish for makes it through.
Yeah, and now into the specialist draft, you've got Heatwave on Karma. Formal has been using Overdrive a lot as of late. No glitch has been brought out.
Spacely might pick it up, who knows, instead of maybe an Overdrive. No, instead he will go for Overdrive, so moving away from glitch, as you were saying, kind of in the pre-match discussion.
Yeah.
Cram 6 with Camo, of course. Scump most definitely going to go after Kinetic Armor. Replays picks up camo. So far, the picks have been the exact same. The Saints picks up kinetic. It'll be a complete mirror matchup. That's exactly what's going to happen. They pick in the same exact order.
From top to bottom, it's a mirror. Yeah. That makes it easy on our job to examine what's going on. What could be?
Oh, you do? I don't.
Series lead for Optic to put the series in their favor could definitely happen here on evac.
Hold up.
Could definitely take this search and
It would be cool to have him for like multiplayer.
I think that can go either way.
You know.
Let's look at this actually, because you mentioned that, right?
Okay.
Evac, pretty much an under practice S&D map for some of these teams. Now you look at it and go, yo, guys, Mike's back, Space is back, let's get hyped.
But he hasn't
got
had
our
time to
whole
warm
team.
up in the first map.
Yeah. Now
he's coming in cold.
They could go into this. They go, and boys, let's bring this series back. We got the hype we need. We got our S&D player who's going to be running overdrive for us back in action.
But, you know, Search and Destroy is a game mode you do not want to be playing cold, right? You're going to find yourself in some key engagements, and for the most part, you need to win those gunfights. The select few, you're going to get it. You know, it's not like Hardpoint where you're going to get, 70 different engagements. In Search and Destroy, you're going to get maybe 10 total engagements. Yep. You need to make sure that you put yourself in a position to win each and every engagement, and not being able to, warm up in something like Hardpoint. It's definitely something that could affect Spacey's gameplay going into the search.
Talk about a game mode where one gunfight where you have a couple shaky shots could lose you the whole game. Yeah. I mean, those one-on-one scenarios come up so often in S&D. Now, we did see, for our first match of the day, FaZe versus DT, there was, what, 5?
See, that was the first match.
Where DT had to make a miraculous play.
Well, you talk about trading kills, that's exactly what DT did not do.
Yeah, they did the polar opposite of that. Expecting these two teams to definitely be better in that respect.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, LG, they've shown some really good Search and Destroy gameplay, especially when you talk on Breach. So they have, the capability to hang with the best of them in Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
Optic Gaming, they look good in really just like every game type. I don't think they really have, one weakness.
It's time.
For me, you need to win this map if you want to.
It's time for what?
Get to the CTF game mode, because Breach Uplink is one that Optic are pretty much one of the best at hitting those long-range kills on that map. Karma is a mastermind with the toss over that top broken building. Evac, S&D.
Oh yeah, it's time for Search and Destroy. That's a really good, that challenges them, in my opinion.
4-round count in favor of Optic Gaming.
All right, I'm going with the on Optic. I don't know
to
the
lose.
round count, but
oh come on, give me a round count.
Okay, 6-1 Optic wins.
Ooh, wow. No faith in Luminosity again?
Are you going for Luminosity? Because I'm going for Optic.
It's sad to say that
I already called it.
Get more to Luminosity, but they're definitely a good team. But this is just an Optic Gaming squad that just looked very, 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 very strong in game 1.
So the thing about tacticals getting banned out is now when you talk about third perks, it's pretty straightforward. Blast Suppressor along with Dead Silence. That's exactly what Scump's going to be running as.
This is good. This is a good strategy actually from Optic Gaming. Scum.
Dude, I have a great idea. I'm gonna get shirts made for us, and it's gonna have our clan tag on it, and maybe a logo or something. We all gotta think of a logo to put on it, and it's gonna have our clan tag. It's gonna be kind of like their jerseys that they use, for like the pro games, stuff like that. And
that's all right. We'll keep the same ban and protects. We'll keep the same specialists as well.
Other team, okay.
So nothing too big.
Nothing too crazy. Amount of times I've had to kind of do something along those lines. It looks like one player having some slight issues there.
You know what? I messaged G Fuel the other day, right? And I asked him. I said, "Are they doing sponsors anymore? Are they sponsoring anybody, or can they sponsor anybody anymore?" They said that they're not sponsoring anybody anymore. I was like, "Oh my God." That would be so good if they sponsored me, man. I'm telling you, I'd get all the free, I get all the gamma that I want.
Yeah, that's something I would expect teams to maybe use a bit more. Of course, we've seen a lot of wall running. We've seen a lot of fails when it comes to wall running. A lot of players jumping off the map. Definitely something I want to see a lot less moving into the future, especially because Afterburner made it through.
I get all the gamma shirts, all the gamma cups, and I don't know, all of it.
Gets through. If a team sees that, hey,
I don't know what all gamma has.
Perk 3 agreed right after.
I think that'd be a great way to respond. I mean, we see teams like Complexity; they're not afraid.
Oh, I heard that they came out with a new flavor though. I forgot what it's called.
Like I was saying, kind of a bit earlier when we saw.
It's sugar-free though.
By Dream Team, I think.
I meant caffeine-free.
Stage 1 playoffs. Obviously, players they want to kind of save these kind of tricks that they have up their sleeves for when it's going to matter the most.
Yeah.
So that's when I think we'll see the Perk 1 greed bands come out earlier, along with Perk 1 3 greed bands.
Well, we are loading back
Perk
into
3 greed
the
bands,
game. Game 2, Optic Gaming. They dominated that hard point, outslayed their opponents by near 40.
Now, in my opinion, Perk 2's is better. Perk 2 is, I forgot what that was. Perk 2 is, what is it? I forgot what Perk 2 was. I think Perk 2 is better than Perk 1, though.
Because I would love to see if Luminosity can go up 5-2 again in Game 5 and lose it.
I would hate to see that.
I'm just kidding. I love these guys in Luminosity. Off the start of this one, though, we are
1v1.
Karma.
Yeah.
Players going top class.
I'm going to switch over him because action going down to your middle map as Karma gets taken out. That's a kind of reaction as Spacely is kind of double teamed here near the middle of the map. So it's going to be Saints trying to find the trade kill as Optic Gaming. They're going to back up, regroup, and it looks like they're going to be hitting the bomb site. And guess what? They're not going to find anybody from the side of Luminosity over here.
To push up towards the B site, you can see it's a 3-on-3. John just waiting things out as Scump and Optic Gaming look to execute towards his sights. He's going to die first. The challenge comes in from John. There's a trade from Optic Gaming, and it's a trade you've spoken so much about. It looks like that's going to be the decision as Replays is flanking in from B.
I think as soon as he spots nobody at B bomb,
he knows
he moves over.
He's going to recognize, well...
Oh, they're playing this well. They're just waiting for him, and they're going to spot him here along the wall run. He takes out his gun. He does spot them both. He finds one kill, but Scump's there to trade the kill.
What you do? Did you join my game, or did you join my lobby or whatever? Because I heard somebody joined or something.
Unable to save his best buddy's life. Yep, but he trades the kill after, so he gets revenge.
Yeah, it was pretty quick stuff. I mean, nothing too crazy about that round, right? It was just efficient trading. Optic just getting the job done. Luminosity did a pretty good job of trading too, but in the end, Optic just traded a little bit more efficiently, and that gives them a round 1 win. On offense, it looks like they're going to send 2 to middle map yet again. Could they get a great timing on the likes of John? It does appear so, as it's another 2 kills for Optic. Spacely and Saints, though, are there. That's why Luminosity pays off to send 4 through middle map.
Yeah, trading the kills, you know, it all comes back to that. Saints, I don't think he spotted him. Nope. He did not. So if that guy Karma just backs up, he can find both of them here at the A bomb site. Spacey's going to go for the plant. Spacey's going to get kind of maybe halfway, pretty close to halfway towards his overdrive. But both Optic Gaming players will be rotating back from their base. So we'll be trying to clear everything out, and LG players playing close together as well.
Formal Mike got a great timing right here. Yes, does spot the corner. Expects a second player. Saints is weak. Karma's going to have to follow this one up, and he does just that. Optic Gaming traded again. They get the kills they need. They're going to get this bomb defused. And they're going to win another round in just a 1-person left scenario.
What do you think the combination is to that bomb?
Bro, if they go 5-0, that would be.
I could probably add that out with my fingers, but outside of that, I don't really know too much about it. It's just circles. It's just yellow circles. What does that even mean?
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Seriously, it's almost like what is that one game like? Bop it, twist it. Imagine that as the bomb site.
I think that's the name of the game is Bop It.
Oh, cool. I was just trying to sing it to remember. But thank you for correcting me there. Scump is 4-1 to kick off this game. Scump always says how people think, you know, he's not that great at S&D, but he says, I'm an S&D lord. He dropped 16 kills against FaZe in round 11 on Breach this past weekend. Karma gets first blood. Optic are going to continue to charge on through. They've spotted a second. And once Optic Gaming kind of sense weakness, they just hunt it down, right? It's like, what makes them so scary?
They're the best team in the game at capitalizing on the mistakes that their opponent makes. And that's why every time you play against Optic, got to try to limit the amount of mistakes you make. And it's very tough to do. Because every time you make it'll be the smallest of mistakes too. Like it'll be a hesitation on like something like a rotation. Somehow Optic Gaming are able to kind of sense it and exploit it to full effect. And it's very annoying to play against here as we see Scumpy pick up the final kill on the Saints. Optic Gaming out to a strong 3-0 lead.
Scump has got to be pushing closer to streaks now as he's 5-1.
3-0.
Yeah, he's close to 3/4 of the way to Kinetic, but not close to any streaks.
Oh wow. That was just the first kill. I forgot that he had already died. 2-man pressure towards middle map again, and Luminosity look like they're just going to continue to give this one up, as Formal's going to be the only player by B for Optic.
Oh, he's playing this one very smart. He's going to peek up, does spot Spacely, but he needs to now get out with his life. Instead, he challenges John with 7 bullets. He's going to go for the challenge here on the Spacely as well.
How is he not reloaded yet, man?
Well, he just did. And he spots him.
Gets him weakened again. He's going to have help from his teammates here momentarily. They should see the second one going top kitchen. It doesn't appear so. Spacely does get the kill onto Karma on the flank, and just like that, Optic Gaming were in a position to pinch, and instead, nice gunfight wins from Luminosity, and they're going to begin the rotation towards A.
Yeah, they're going to back up. They know they have the man advantage. Spacely needs to meet up with his teammates because he's got the bomb.
Yeah.
So there you go. Finally, he's going to help him out over near the A bomb site. But Optic Gaming, they're on top of this, right? They're going to kind of meet him in rotation. Formal leading to the charge. Might spot one player in front of him. Does see one top glass, but he's got to know there's somebody in front of him. Oh, he's so close to spotting these players. There we go. He does find Saints. Overdrive now available, but as he gets taken out, it's going to be Scum trying to kill. But replays finishing the job. He finds the kill on the Scum. Luminosity win their first round.
Beautiful job from Replays to pick up the two-piece. We'll see it from his perspective here. Spots one, goes right for the challenge. Both players soaring through the air and just wins the close-range engagement. Luminosity, they got around on the board, Revan. They got around on the board.
So you're predicting a 6-1. I said 6-4. Let's see if they can maybe chain it into some more rounds. So that way my prediction can be right. But in terms of specialists, you have Overdrive. Will get popped here by Formal. Spacely does not have his yet.
Whose lobby did I join?
The way to getting his active camo.
Grim needs to be careful.
Oh, that was a good play. Backs on up. No stock there, so he didn't get out as clean as you normally would with that attachment. But instead, it's going to be Optic in a 4-on-4 scenario. Going to be up to Luminosity to get this break.
Karma knows there's someone flanking, and he's going to spot Spacely here. Unfortunately, Spacely with the timing there.
Yo, what's up?
Almost Saints now looking for a kill. He's the last one alive. We'll find one. Makes it down to a one-on-one. Him versus Scump. Scump has kinetic armor to use. He knows where Scump is located. Scump needs to go check the bomb.
Oh, this timing could be perfect.
He pops kinetic, turns around.
Oh!
Time?
Yes.
He will. Wow.
I can't wait to watch.
That was such a range of emotions in like 3 seconds, man.
Yeah, we went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, man.
0 to 100 real quick.
I want to cry right now. Here's Saints with the kill on the Scump. Look at the bullets reflecting Scump. Almost turns and burns on him, but instead Saints says, boom, right across the face with the RK5.
The pistol whip from Saints wins Luminosity their second round.
What's up, Taco? No, I'll play it.
Just flipping through these players once again. I want to give you guys an idea of how close they are to their specialist abilities. And now it's going to be Spacely with Overdrive available. He pops it, but he's hitting mid early all by himself. You sure you're going to have one player helping out on the wall run? He finds one. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. It's going to be Saints. Pops up, finishes the kill on the Crimson. But 2 kills made by either team. Leaves it down to John and Saints from Luminosity. Saints finds one more. As now it is all down to Formal. The bomb is going to get planted over near the A-bomb site.
Bro, they was just straight up destroying them a while ago. It was 3-0.
Saints has kinetic.
Oh my God, this timing could work out for him. He's going to peek.
He's
both players there. Can't get the kill. Now the challenge comes in. Can't get the kill. 3-3.
I don't think Saints use kinetic there.
So
he's gonna
I see what they're doing.
Luminosity. Exactly like the first or the last search and destroy we saw between Elevate and Rise.
Yeah.
You know, a team wins the first 3, the next team responds by winning the next 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy.
It's
stuff,
just
right?
it's such a close game.
Kills to make the plays happen that they need to.
Overdrive having a big effect on that round.
Yeah, and Formal hasn't been able to do too much with it as of yet. Just something to point out, though. I mean, you're going to start getting closer and closer to streaks if you're some of the guys on Luminosity. I'm going to quickly look through.
Saints 100 points away from Lightning.
Off of a Lightning. He didn't switch his streaks for this game, though. He still has Cerberus on.
Well, if he gets that insertion destroy, like he deserves it.
He definitely does. Talk about something that can watch the bomb for your team. Optic, you know, they pushed up to A. They haven't seen anything yet. They're just kind of slowly playing it. John, in a very advantageous position, could make a play happen towards bottom glass. Spots one, gets the kill down. Now a 4v3 scenario in favor
Nobody
of
here to trade the kill either.
Well, I think Karma is, but he took a weird lower route to try to get closer to his
he spots
base.
the shadow. He knows his player's over near.
I gotta check my phone. I get a lot of messages on my PS4.
Kill in the round, but gets caught reloading. Can't get the kill on 2 replays. It's gonna be Crim now pushing forward, trying to get the straight kill. But coming around the flank, you gotta watch out for Spacely.
Spacely, He snuck all the way around, but this is when the map awareness of Crimsix and Formal comes into play. Crim there to try to trade the kill. Spacely wins it.
Oh!
The two-piece again for Optic Gaming. It doesn't go in their favor. That's 3 rounds now that were in one-on-one engagements since Optic went up 3-0 that have gone to Luminosity.
I was thinking Spacely was going to be cold entering this game.
My God.
On point with his shots right there as he shuts down Crimsix. Luminosity taking the lead.
Crim is not happy after that one, as I thought he had that round 1. He got the first shots in, but couldn't clean up the kill. Luminosity now take their first lead of the game.
Saints from getting streaks.
They do. That was a big point to bring up there. No lightning strike for Saints.
Right, but he still has kinetic armor, definitely a tool that they could use. It's going to be some early mid-pressure once again from Optic Gaming, and nobody defending that B-bomb site. So if they want Luminosity, they can go right in and kind of get this bomb down.
Yeah.
But now Optic Gaming, they're pinching in. Kills being traded, 1 down for each team. John gets cleaned up by Formal. Replay's in a decent position maybe to trade.
He's like, I just need to throw a nade. Maybe that'll help me. Karma gets 1. Replays in the 1-on-3. He soars on out.
Well, no thanks.
He's just going to run away.
That's all right, reposition. You got time to work with, you just don't have the bomb. Optic Gaming, I think they might know the bomb's down, but let's see if Replays could get anything done attacking from a different angle.
Formal is ready and waiting for someone to peek. Doesn't spot him.
Like a
Formal
snake in
cleans
the
him up.
grass.
Formal already 10 kills in this game. I said that, Maven just immediately put a smile on his face. He just said, hey, buddy. That's his go-to thing. Here's your final kill cam from Formal. 4-4. Optic and Luminosity very close in this game, too.
So Maven uses hearing aids, right? But he kind of has it tuned to like some sort of special frequency where every time somebody in the world says Formal, he immediately hears it. And of course, it just brightens his day up.
Yeah, no matter how far away it is. That's why he's always so positive and happy. Because all he's hearing in his ears at all times is Formal in so many different languages.
Yeah. So it's going to be Formal once again, deploying his overdrive, going right through the middle of the map. Not going to decide to push it, but get some good information for his team. Now, they might get
this might be a great. Oh my God, Replays could hit the best timing in the world. Tries to put some shots in. He sees multiple players.
Now they need to get out of here quick.
Optic just hightail it away. They've got 2 players though. They see one inside dark stump